Hey guys, Chetan here and I'm at Samsung's event in Delhi where they have launched these two devices, that's the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge and the Samsung Galaxy S6. The pricing has been interesting. As always, Samsung has priced this quite high for me at least, because this is priced at Rs 49,900 and this one is priced at Rs 58,900. While we talk of the specifications, there's a lot to offer from Samsung this time, because what all missing we were seeing on the Galaxy S5 is improved here, especially the OIS that has been included in the 16 megapixel camera of the devices, and it's the same 16 megapixel camera that you'd see on the Galaxy Note 4, and I had rated that as the best camera smartphone for the year 2014. So there are a lot of improvements and there's a lot of offering, and at the same time there would be a bit of thought whether these improvements might again hit a bit on the battery of the device, because the Galaxy S6 comes with a 2550 mAh battery while the Galaxy S6 Edge has a bit higher 2600 mAh battery, but there's a 2K resolution display here and the Super AMOLED technology. So Super AMOLED again is something that I have always been a fan of, because the color reproduction is great, the tint, and there's a bit of bluish tint that I always liked, because so the Super AMOLED technology is something I have always liked because of the color reproduction and such, and it has always been great on the Galaxy devices, and the Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge have this 2K resolution with the Super AMOLED technology. So that is something good, and Samsung for the first time in a flagship has ditched Snapdragon processor, and they are coming up with their own homegrown Exynos 7420 chipset. That's an octa-core 64-bit processor with the Cortex A57 and A53 cores. So this for the first time, and that would be interesting to see how well Samsung does with this device. We're having an Exynos processor, so that is something quite interesting, and something that you have to take note of is this processor that is being able to take the load and having the camera application always running in the background. Whenever you double tap the home button, it would automatically start the camera app in no time. It just starts the camera app just within a second, and that's actually impractical, nothing on the book, because you directly see that just a double tap and the camera app opens. So that is how quick the camera app opens, and camera as always has been good, and the color reproduction is great. There is a lot of sharpness, and the front camera again has the same aperture f1.9 as the back camera, and there's OIS on the back, so the stability is very much there, and there's no shakes when you notice a person moving around and you're capturing a photo of that. There's also a live HDR feature, so you don't have to wait every time when you're capturing an HDR photo for a second or two, which is common with most of the flagship smartphones as well, because here it's a live HDR and you can directly check the preview of the capture whenever you are using the camera and using the live HDR feature. So that's with the camera photo taking, but on the video recording there's a 4K video recording with the 16 megapixel camera on the back, and there's also slow motion, fast motion capture. So with the camera, this is a brilliant device already. We have done a camera review already. I'll share the link with you. And apart from that, talking of the software, there's Android 5.0.2 Lollipop on both the devices, and it's the same TouchWiz UI, and that's one disappointment for me, because I had the Galaxy Note Edge, which had a lot of extra features for the Note Edge, the Edge screen, but the Edge screen on this one doesn't offer a lot of functionality, but it is more about the looks and the premium feel. So there's dual Edge screen, the 2.5D Gorilla Glass 4 protection screen, but still the functionality is not much there as you compare that with the Note Edge. So that is how it differs from the Galaxy Note Edge, but still we are not looking at features a lot, because there's a dual Edge screen that is more about luxury and comfort here. The phone feels a lot better than the Galaxy S6 actually, and I'm more excited about the S6 Edge than the S6, because although it's priced quite high, it's not for everyone to buy a flagship, because those who chose a flagship, they would obviously understand why are they paying this amount of money. And that is where the question about the S6 Edge would come, when you are about to pay 9,000 rupees extra, whether the dual Edge screen would come to good use for you, because there's only a few features like the favorite contacts and a few other settings that are available for the Edge screen, and I don't expect anything else more than this in the future software updates as well. So this is the Galaxy the Galaxy S6 Edge, priced at Rs 58,900 for the 32GB inbuilt variant. And a few disadvantages I would talk about is the absence of external storage. That's the microSD card slot that's absent here, and there's no waterproofing or water resistance that we had seen on the Galaxy S5. So who were choosing the Galaxy S5 over the Sony Xperia series might be disappointed not seeing the water resistance here. So that are the two drawbacks here, and the battery might be something we'll check out in the coming days and let you know whether the battery is actually lasting long or not. And apart from that, everything else is pretty brilliant. The 2K resolution display, although it's 577 ppi, that's quite high, and one might not really recognize a lot of difference from this and a 1080p display, but still it's something where the numbers sometimes matter, and that's where the 2K resolution display comes into mind. And the next one is a 16 megapixel camera that has been doing a great job in the Galaxy Note 4, and it's the same Sony sensor here with the f1.9 aperture, which takes in a lot of extra light and does a great job in the low light captures. So that was the Galaxy S6 and the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. You are watching Chetan Bhawani, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.